We will now continue to listen to the petitioners on Western Sahara. I now invite Mr. Sidi Omar of the Front Polisario to take a seat at the petitioner's table, to be followed by Ms. Karin Bear and Mr. Muhammad Ali Akokwa. You now have the floor, sir.
Mr. President, distinguished representatives and delegates of member states, allow me first to start by congratulating you on assuming the presidency of this committee, whose objectives are solely to my own heart and that of my people. I would also to thank you for giving me the opportunity to address the committee for the first time on behalf of the Frente Polisario, the legitimate representative of the people of the non-self-governing territory of Western Sahara, on the agenda of this committee since 1963. As you all know, the decolonization process of Western Sahara was violently interrupted on 31st of October 1975 due to Moroccan invasion and military occupation of Western Sahara, an occupation that was deeply deplored by the Security Council and General Assembly on many different occasions. In its resolution 380, the Security Council deplored the holding of the Moroccan so-called Green March, which was the prelude of the invasion and occupation of my country. In operative paragraph 2, and I quote, the Security Council calls upon Morocco to immediately withdraw from Western Sahara all participants in the march, unquote. The General Assembly also, as the common voice of international community, has also deeply deplored the Moroccan occupation of Western Sahara. In its resolution 34/37 of 21st of November 1975, the General Assembly, in operative paragraph 5, and I quote, deeply deplores the aggravation of the situation resulting from the continued occupation of Western Sahara by Morocco and the extension of that occupation to the territory recently evacuated by Mauritania, unquote. The same resolution, operative paragraph 6, says, and I quote, the General Assembly calls upon Morocco to join in the peace process and to terminate its occupation of the territory of Western Sahara. I do repeat, quoting literally from a resolution from the General Assembly, the occupation of Western Sahara by Morocco. So Morocco, as an occupying of Western Sahara, is a well-established fact, despite all the futile attempts by the occupying power and its apologists to convince the committee otherwise. The continuing occupation of our country has had dire consequences for our people in terms of human rights and the plunder of our natural resources, an occupation that should be deplored and condemned in this committee. So the fact that the committee still seized of this question for Western Sahara is a testament that the process of decolonization of our land has not finished. It's also a testament to the fact that the inalienable right of our people is unnegotiable and it cannot be overtaken by the colonial realities created by the colonial power on the ground through its prolonged occupation and repressive and settlement policies. The responsibility of the United Nations is on the question of Western Sahara, which is reaffirmed every year by the General Assembly, has to be assumed without further delay. The new Secretary General's personal envoy, Mr. Horst Köhler, has breathed new air and life into this process, and we have officially, as Frente Polisario, accepted his invitation for a meeting, a roundtable in Geneva in December 2018, and we stayed ready to engage in negotiations in line with Security Council resolutions and General Assembly. Mr. President, each year the Frente Polisario, on behalf of Sahrawi people,
I thank Mr. Sidi Omar for the information he furnished to the committee.